Good morning, friends. I'm Librarian Megan, and I'm with the Chicago Public Library's STEAM team. So, what is STEAM? So, STEAM stands for Science, Technology, Engineering, Art, and Math. So, today we're going to be talking about some math, we're going to be talking about art, and we're going to be talking about engineering in our book, Crescent Moons and Pointed Minarets, a Muslim Book of Shapes by Henna Khan, illustrated by Merdict Amini, with permissions from Chronicle Books, LLC. Thank you. Cone is the tip of the minaret so tall, I hear soft echoes of the prayer call. Look, there's lots of cones. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Rectangle is the moss-carved wooden door, filled with a pattern that reaches the floor. I'll hold that closer so you can see. See all the pretty patterns? Octagon is a fountain, its water so blue. I wash before prayers and make my wudu. So an octagon has, let's see, how many sides? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 sides. Can you think of where you see an octagon a lot? Triangle is a mimbar's thin set of stairs. We hear a short sermon before Friday prayers. Arch is the mihrab that guides our way. We stand and face it each time we pray. There's an arch, 1, 2. There's a lot of smaller arches. Cube is the Kaaba, and Kaaba actually means cube, a most sacred site where Muslims worship each day and night. Square is a garden with sweet orange trees, a hint of Junah on its fragrant breeze. Circle is a deaf, a drum large and round. We fill the air with its festive sound. Hexagon. Now a hexagon looks a lot like an octagon. So let's see how many sides this one has. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 sides. Is a tile, bold and bright, painted with an ayah I love to recite. Oval is the table where we break our fast. When the sun sets, it's iftar time at last. Diamond is the design on my new Eid clothes, a kaftan so long it reaches my toes. Crescent is the moon, brilliant in the sky. It whispers salam as the day passes by. So much beauty in the shapes that I see adds to my faith and the world around me. The end. So in Islamic art and architecture, we don't see a lot, we actually never see people or living things represented. In fact, we see a lot more things like flowers and plants and shapes. So we're going to practice, because we saw a lot of shapes in our book, so we're going to practice some of our shapes now, okay? Let's see. Going to get out my handy felt board. Let's see. What shape is that? Yeah, it's a diamond or a rhombus. Ooh, this was one that we saw in the book, and it's going to be a little hard to see on the board, I realize. So I'm going to just hold it up. What shape is that? An oval. Yeah. I realized maybe I shouldn't have chosen red shapes to put on my red felt board. Oops. Let's see. How about this one? Oh, that's an easy one, right? So 4 equal sides. That's a square. And that guy? 3 sides. What's a 3-sided shape? So a triangle. And a triangle so this is an equilateral triangle, which means all the sides are the equal length. But triangles can be all sorts of, they don't always have to have equal sides. So we could have an acute triangle or an obtuse triangle. But this one's an equilateral triangle, and a triangle just means anything that has 3 sides. We're going to get tricky here. So what's that guy? It has 4 sides like our square, but they're not all the same. They're not all the same length. So we have 2 long and 2 short. That makes it a rectangle. Ooh, how about that one? Yep, we got a circle. So a circle has no sides. Same as our oval. Our oval doesn't have any sides either. Ooh, and this is one of the ones that we saw in the book. And I said, oh, where do you usually see this shape? So usually when you see the shape, it's red. So, we usually see it as a stop sign. It's our octagon because it has 8 sides. All right, so now I'm going to quiz you now that we've practiced our shapes. Okay. So I'm going to put my board up, and I'm going to sing a short song, and you can sing along with me. My song goes like this. Do you know what shape this is? What shape this is? What shape this is? Do you know what shape this is I have on my felt board? Yep, it's a circle. All right, let's try another one. Do you know what shape this is? What shape this is? What shape this is? Do you know what shape this is I have on my felt board? What is that? Too long, too short? Is it a square? No, it's a rectangle. Do you know what shape this is? What shape this is? What shape this is? Do you know what shape this is I'm holding in front of my face? Yeah, because it's red. Yeah, it's an oval, and my face is kind of oval shaped too, isn't it? Do you know what shape this is? What shape this is? What shape this is? Do you know what shape this is I have on my felt board? All right. So 4 even sides. So it's not a rectangle. It's a square. Do you know what shape this is? What shape this is? What shape this is? Do you know what shape this is I have on my felt board? Yeah, it's a diamond like we saw on the caftan in the book, right? Do you know what shape this is? What shape this is? What shape this is? Do you know what shape this is I have on my felt board? Yep, it's that triangle, that equilateral triangle. Do you know what shape this is? What shape this is? What shape this is? Do you know what shape this is? I'm gonna say stop. Yep, it's our stop sign. It's our octagon. You are right. So thank you so much for joining me today, friends. I'm so glad I got to talk to you about shapes and read one of my all-time favorite books. And I would like to challenge you. So, like the kids in our book today, I want you to go out and look around your world, around your house, maybe if you go out for a walk on your street, and I want to see what shapes you find today. All right. Well, I thank you again for joining me. And just a reminder to tune back every Tuesday for a new program. And we look forward to seeing you then. Thanks.